Welcome. My name is Jamie Springman. I'm an independent designer with Couture, and you guys are watching my business page. I'm going to really quickly send this over to my VIP group and share it over there. If you guys are not in the VIP group and you are not a designer, please comment VIP below because you're going to want to be over there. I know I normally demo club on Tuesdays, but I wanted to do something a little different today. So this is actually the first time that I am demoing this club, which is December's Club Couture, What a Wonderful World. I love this design. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. We're going to do it on our box frame. And the colors that come with it come in paste packets. Our paste packets are singles like this. They look like, sorry about that. They are singles. They're mini, or they're single packets of paste. I can't even speak today. And the colors that it comes with are eucalyptus, forest, and slate, this is shimmer rose gold. And they will come with the 3 paste packets and the transfer. This is exclusive transfer for only club members. You cannot buy this one off my chalk site. You have to be a club member to get this one. And club is just amazing. I absolutely love club. I think it's super cool. And as a club member, you also get special perks and specials that are just for club members. And your kit will ship to you for free. Then you get special shipping off of my chalk site. So it's really, really amazing. It's a lot of fun, and it's super cool that it's exclusive. It is a subscription box. You get it monthly. You get that inspiration every month, and I absolutely love it. So we're going to demo that today. And I also want to let you guys know there's a couple things that are low in stock. Our tags. If you are wanting to make tags for Christmas, these are absolutely adorable. There is a kit that you can get, and they are low in quantities. So if you want to get them, you're going to want to get them pretty quick. If you order things for Christmas before or on December 7th, you will get them for Christmas. Before Christmas, depending on obviously if there's storms and how the shipping process goes. But don't wait. If you're wanting stuff for Christmas, you need to start ordering soon. I will put a cart link on how to use how to get all of these extra things that we're going to use here today. But I will also put the link on how to join club. So let's get started. Let me move you guys down. If you have any questions, please let me know. This is our 9 by 12 box frame, and it is double-sided. So you totally could do a design on this side and do a design on this side. It's not super heavy, so you can actually hang it with either a sawtooth hook if you wanted to, if you just wanted to do one side, or you can even use like command strips if they're the heavy duty command strips. So we're going to wax this because this is a wood surface, and you are definitely going to want to wax it because that wood is going to be porous, and it's going to try and absorb that paste, and it's going to try and bleed. So I always tell people wax with the grain of the wood, and you want to make sure you're putting a pretty good amount on, but you don't have to go super heavy with it. If you're having a hard time getting your paste to, it's a little thick, your paste, or not paste, but your wax is a little bit thick, you can heat it up first and then put it on if that's easier for you. Obviously, I don't recommend you put it in the microwave. It is a metal tin. But you can heat it up with a hairdryer or a quick dry tool. I'm actually going to really quickly try and get these spots that I missed. I always like to look at it in the light and see if there's spots that I have not gotten and make sure it's completely covered. And you don't want to, like I said, you don't want to go too thick with it. Now you can always sand this down, paint it. If you had a design on here and you were like, I don't want the design on there anymore, you're not a one and done with this. You can repurpose this by sanding it down and redoing it. So we're going to really quickly fuzz this. And I'm going to set that off to the side, let that wax kind of absorb a little bit. And our club transfer, just like all of our other transfers, is reusable 8 to 12 times. And all of your care instructions are on the back. So always keep your packaging, at least one of them, and your backer sheet, because this is reusable. This is December 2022 Club. I love Club, and you can also give Club as a gift. If you have somebody who loves crafting and you're like, they would absolutely love this, you can give Club as a gift. You would pay for the Club, and then you would send it to them and set it up on an email. Now, if you wanted to be a Club member and then you wanted like your aunt to be a Club member, you have to use 2 separate email addresses, but you totally can do that. Get together with your girlfriends and all join Club and have a fun time with Club. I love it that it's exclusive, and I love that even as a designer, I do get the transfer. However, I don't get all of the perks and all of that because obviously we already have paste, and I'm not a Club member. I just get it to demo it for you all. So you can also use the same transfer with ink, and we do have ink. We do not have a Club ink or anything like that. It always comes with paste, but you can totally buy some ink and do the same design with ink. Now, if you were going to use let's say you wanted this on a banner, if you were never going to wash it, you could use paste on a banner. All right, we're going to buff this back out. Ooh, I got caught a little bit on that. I don't know how that got on there. A little bit of dry paste there. All right. And now we are going to get this on here. Now, this design is super cool. I love the intricate words and all of that stuff. Now, you could do it in one solid color. If you were like, oh, I don't want to use the green, don't use the green. If you're like, I just only want to use forest, then only use forest. So, I'm going to show you guys how to do it just the way that it is showing in the actual picture of Club. However, we are not doing this on a banner. So we are going to use these 3 colors that I mentioned, and I will tell you them again. This is Eucalyptus, Forest, and Shimmer Rose Gold. And the birds are done in Eucalyptus. So that's how we're going to start it. I'm going to get out a mini squeegee. Now, Club members, you will also get, if you're new to Club, you will get a mini squeegee with your first Club order. That's a new perk that they just started. I want to say a couple months ago. I could be wrong. So this is going to be a pull and chalk method. So I'm going to pull this up. I'm going to really quickly dry that. I'm going to let it sit for a minute. I just want to make sure that this is going to go back to room temp. And the wax isn't wet because I don't want melted wax on the back of my transfer. That is good. So we're going to push this all down. So that's it for the eucalyptus. That's all we're using for the eucalyptus. So we're going to push all the rest of this down. Now we are going to use our placement tape. And the reason why is because this detail is just absolutely gorgeous. And I don't want to go over where I want to chalk. So we're going to work on the forest green. And I noticed that all of the words were in rose gold. So that's how we're going to do this. We are going to just move this tape down. And this does take a little bit of time, but it's not too bad. And our tape can tear right with your fingers. You don't have to have it perfect. It doesn't have to be exactly perfect. I'm mainly putting this on for myself to remember, hey, don't chalk there when you're talking. Because sometimes, I'm not going to lie, guys, I will get to talking to y'all, and I will not remember that I didn't want to chalk there. So, and the placement tape can be repurposed and reused. You can just take it off and reuse it if you want to. And because of where this is in some spots, it looks really close, and I just don't want to chalk by accident. So I'm just kind of going around it. If you don't have our placement tape, you totally can use washi tape. Do not use painter's tape, okay? Painter's tape will tear that silk screen and your transfer is gonna be done. And I don't want that to happen to anybody, because Lord knows you want to get your money's worth out of it. So we are going to do all of these branches in forest and the sun. We're going to do all of that. So I'm just kind of placing this down just so I remember, oh yeah, don't do that. Because like I said, I will get to chalking and I will not pay attention. So we're going to use our multi-tool. Our multi-tool has a squeegee at the bottom, so it's super easy to use. And as always, I do recommend that you stir your paste. If you are using a paste packet, just kind of squeeze it, kind of like almost like a tube of toothpaste, just kind of move it around a little bit in that packet. And then squish it down towards the bottom. And use that to kind of mix it a little bit. All right. And I will tell you this, I have used one single paste packet on 11 different projects. Now, however, those projects, some of them are smaller, and it also depends on how thick you go with your paste, but you definitely can use them multiple times. If you need some little tips and tricks about paste packets, I will help you with that too. Just ask down in the comments, or you can always private message me on here. You can comment on the video or comment on a post and ask. I am here to help. Any questions you have. We're going to get this one done, and then we're going to pull it up, because I don't want that paste to dry quickly in the transfer, because if it dries, then when you go to pull it up, it's not going to pull up crisp and clean. It's going to pull up relatively, it's going to pull off with the transfer. So I'm just going to pull that up, and then we're going to drop it down. We're not going to do anything else. We're just going to leave it like that. We're going to make sure that the spots that we're getting ready to chalk are already pushed down. And get our design on here. Now this, I technically should have probably put a placement tape there on that W, but I didn't. But it's all good. I know where I'm going. I know what I'm doing. So... But if you ever like, I know I will not be able to do that, you guys can do this. It's so easy to do. It really is just as simple as buttering bread. If you can butter bread, you can do this. Little kids can do this. Older adults can do this. It's a lot of fun. It's very relaxing, to be honest. And it's so much fun to do that pull and reveal. Pull that up and see what you created is so cool. I love it. I still love it, and I've been doing this going on as of April of next year. It'll be 3 years, and I just love it. It's so much fun. All right, so we've got all of the leaves. There was a little bit of bleeding, but I think that's my fault because I didn't wax it enough in that spot. But for the most part, it looks really, really good, and I like it. Okay, it looks good. So now we're going to pull all that placement tape off. Now, I always tell everybody, okay, one, I recycle my placement tape, but you can reuse it. You can pull it off and reuse it over and over and over again until it doesn't stick anymore. Totally can do that. When I get closer to these spots where I put the placement tape, I'll probably use either the detail tool or the multi-tool, either one, and we'll get them going. Okay, I see that. I still have some down here. All right. I don't want it to flip on itself. Okay. So there is that. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull this back over to where it was before. Looking, making sure that I have it lined up. And we're just going to push down all of the words. If you're like, oh, I'm going to get my fingers in that paste, you can totally use a squeegee to do it. Okay, don't feel like you can't. You can. Just want to make sure that it's down and that it is going to stay without any bubbles in it. All right, we're going to pull out a multi-tool and a detail tool and a mini squeegee and a small squeegee. Let's pull all of them out just in case we need any of those. Now this is our our shimmer rose gold. I love this. It's a shimmer. It's beautiful. I'm actually going to stir this again. I did stir it earlier, but I'm going to stir it up again. It's kind of got like some gold in it. I love rose gold anyway, but it's just gorgeous. And I love all of our shimmers. They're absolutely gorgeous. And you can kind of hear that glittery noise in there. That is the glitter going through. Now this glitter, what's different about this is one, this glitter doesn't stay on you forever. This glitter comes right off with water, which to me is just the best because I am not a fan of glitter. I don't like glitter. I hate it actually. And a lot of times when you go to the craft store, you guys know what I'm talking about. You get glitter on everything. It's all over everywhere. It's just kind of like, oh, okay, because that's what I wanted on me forever. And I know a lot of people don't like it. They find it annoying or messy or whatever. This is not like that. It is actually really, really easy to pull it. Now you're going to want to push it through a little bit stronger than you do the other colors on a shimmer due to the fact that you got that glitter that's got to go through. So don't be like, oh, it didn't work because it didn't go through enough. You got to push a little bit harder, but not super hard where you're going to tear that silk screen. You just want to make sure that that silk screen's covered. That is the key. That is the key. And I know it's going to start drying pretty quick, but that's another thing with our shimmers is they dry a little bit slower than our other paste. So you have a little bit of time to work with it. So if you're like, oh no, that's going to dry too quick in the silk screen and I am going to have, you know, glitter in that silk screen and I'm not going to get it clean. That's not necessarily true. You're going to want to clean the transfer pretty quickly after using it, but this is still wet and I can tell that it's still wet. So I'm actually going to pull this off that I have on the squeegee and I'm just going to go along here and pull it, cover up all of this extra that we have that we haven't done yet. Using the extra paste, you want to use every little bit of it because every little bit of that paste matters. And this is, ooh, I got a little bit on the sun, but that's okay. Now you can always put the placement tape back down, so you're not going to get that happening. You can be very, very intricate with it. Or you can do it almost like a hot mess method. I'm just going to kind of pull that off because I don't want it to go through so much. So, all right, let's pull that up. Oh, guys, this is gorgeous. And I love it because this always just reminds me of, you know, the song, of course. But I love the color combination together. I think it works really well. It looks great on a white surface. It looks great on a black surface. It looks great on a cream colored surface, like our banners. This would be really cute on a pillow, on a shirt. So many possibilities. And as a club member, this is exclusive to you only. So that is even cooler to me, that you actually have the exclusivity of club. I'm going to lift this up real quick, guys, and I'm going to show you what it looks like done. And there is the box frame, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Now, this could be held or put up on a shelf. It can be hung up if you want to. Our box frames are awesome. You can paint them, you can stain them, you can do so many things with them. And this could hang up all year long. This is not necessarily a Halloween or Christmas or any holiday theme. This can be what we call an evergreen. This can be up all year long. And how cute would this be in a kid's room? You could do it in kids' colors. Lots and lots of fun. So if you want to know more about Club, comment Club below. I will add the link to join Club in the comments of this video. I will also add all of the extras that we used here today, the multi-tool detail tool, all of the different squeegees, the quick dry tool, the wax, all of that stuff, so you can see if you want to pick that up too. And you guys have a fabulous Monday. I will talk to you all tomorrow, and we'll do another awesome Chalk Couture design. And if you are not a designer, please click that SHARE button and spread the love for me, and I will talk to you all soon. Thanks, guys. Bye.